Greetings and salutations, this is Jarsz, the biggest YouTuber ever! And good morning everyone, and welcome to the first edition of the Daily Jarsz. I've been having real trouble finding time to make any videos recently, and so I've decided that for a little while, I might try a very short format news type show where I can just throw together some stuff in half an hour without a lot of preparation and hopefully give you your daily dose of Jarsz. Everyone needs a daily dose of Jarsz. And let me just quickly say hi to the members I see in my chat. Judy Bassett, a wonderful supporter of so many YouTube channels. Thank you, Judy. Good to see you. And Daryl M, I see there. And I'll say hello to every other members that I have. If you want to be a member, click that member button, the join button, actually, not a member button. And you can also be a member of the Huge Jarsz movement. I have a special guest today. I'll bring him on in a minute. I just wanted to show you something. Here's a live photo from Himawari 8. You can see me standing on Australia there. The sun's just coming up. And yeah, it's a beautiful day. And so we're going to look at some stupid today. And to help me do that is my guest, Arctic Reflections. Hello, Arctic.
God morgon. It means good morning.
Yeah, something like that. Good moron.
No,
that might be a good
precisely.
catchphrase, actually, given this. We're looking at stupid. Yes. All right. So here we are. Now I've got to figure out how to do this show, of course. We've got to figure out a format and that kind of thing. I've got a loose idea in my head. We'll see how it goes. But I guarantee today's edition will be the worst edition of this show because it can only go better as I sort it all out. A madman. Who doesn't need more Huge Jarsz in their life? Absolutely. Absolutely. So here we are. I feel bright and bushy-tailed for this time of the morning, to be honest. But what I'm going to look at today is, unfortunately, folks, it's going to be Flatzoid focused. Hopefully we can give him a break. I don't like to give him too much oxygen, but there's been a lot of Flatzoid stupid lately, so we can have a look at that. But before we get there, I want to share a bit of something that happened on the weekend. It was a debate, if you can call it that, between Aaron Ra, a previous guest on the show, and Carl Adams, who, Arctic, I believe you've featured Carl a few times on your channel.
Yep, I have.
What are your general thoughts about him?
The poor man lost his channel. I think he's getting worse and
He
worse.
started a new one, apparently.
Yeah, he have. And on that one, he's going more to the religious stuff and terrorizing universities and so on.
Yeah, that latter bit, it's a bit of a problem. I mean, he's always religious. So what I'm going to try out as a format is I'll just display I'll share the video and I'll just pick a spot. I mean, sometimes I'll choose something that makes sense, but it depends on how much preparation time I get. And we'll have a look at the discussion and talk about it. So I've got to remember how to share now. Present, share screen, that's it. Oh, that's it. Okay, share. Oh, gee, it's been a while since I've done this. I want that window. Sorry, folks. To share audio, share a tab or screen instead. That's what I thought I was doing.
We're all waiting.
It's not giving me. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Here we go. I figured it out. Streamlabs seems to have changed a bit.
No, you have to cut 11 frames.
Oh, well, yes. Flatzoid is famous for cutting the 11 frames that proved he was wrong from a video. Okay. All right. So I think I've shared the audio. So hopefully this is going to work. Like I said, this is going to be the worst one. StreamYard, it's been a while since I've done a live stream, so the StreamYard has changed slightly. So I couldn't quite figure out what to do. But let's just jump in. Where are we? We're about more than halfway. The first in this debate, Carl went first, and the topic was, is Mormonism true? And he didn't talk about that at all. And then Aaron Ra picked him up on it when Aaron came on. So let's, I'm about halfway through. Let's see what happens now.
Jesus and God can stand side by side.
We believe in God, the eternal Father, and in his Son, Jesus Christ, and in the Holy Ghost.
So a lot of Christians will tell me, regardless of what it says in Exodus about the 70 elders who got to see Jesus in the flesh, or excuse me, they got to see God in the flesh, not Jesus, that regardless of all these passages where people like Abraham was able to recognize God as one of the three men knocking on his door, all of that, they just dismiss all of that and say that God doesn't have a body. You can't see God. You can see Jesus. But now when Mormons say that, you know, Joseph Smith saw Jesus and God standing side by side, you have other Christians saying that that's impossible.
Okay.
Would that be, would you say that that's a difference between Mormon doctrine and other Christian doctrine?
That we have different beliefs about Jesus. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to defend the different beliefs that you have as a Mormon from other Christian denominations. So give me an example.
Just before we go on, I want to also explain, Kyle actually denied that he was a Mormon. He said he was part of the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, whose main book is the Book of Mormon. This is the point that Aaron made. But he was adamant about that. It was a really weird thing to a weird hill to die on. And that's what Aaron's trying to do here, picking him up on that. So let's go back to that.
We finally caught on, I think. Give me an example of where doctrine for Mormons differs from that of all the other Christian doctrine. What makes Mormonism unique as a Christian faith?
Sounds like you want me to read the Articles of Faith here. Articles of Faith.
However you want to interpret that, can you show me some body of beliefs that Mormonism holds to, or that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints holds to, that no other Christian faith does? Something that is uniquely Mormon.
Well, we've talked about several things now. We talked about Jesus saying, "Ye are gods, children of the Most High." Right?
Okay,
that's saying that we are the same species. Okay, we're the same species.
You couldn't define what a god is.
I did define what a god is.
No, you said a god is a divine being. That's a tautology. That means the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Okay, then what is a god?
Okay. I described a righteous being. I also can describe.
You described me.
Good.
We're asking for a god.
Well, okay. Well, I believe that we are all gods. Okay, and
Doesn't matter.
He believes we're all gods. I'm sure I've got some Christians in the chats. Do you believe that Christianity, in whatever form that you believe, actually thinks that we're all gods? I'm pretty sure that's not the case. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's borderline blasphemous. Do we have any people like this that can give me a comment? I guess there's a delay, so it'll be a while. I'll come back to that then. All right.
Matter what you believe.
Okay, well, you just asked me what I believe.
If you're going to use words, the words should have meaning, right?
You just asked me what I believed.
Okay, Jesus says you are all gods. What does that mean?
It means you, Aaron. Okay, you are a god.
I'm Jehovah.
Okay, it says you are a god. Okay, one of God's children. Okay? It's God's plural. Okay,
am I Odin? Because I kind of favor Odin.
You are Aaron Ra.
Odin's
we
cool.
look similar in the eyes, I hear.
Okay. You are Aaron Ra. Okay? You are a god. Okay,
and what does it mean?
Aaron Ra is a god.
Okay? And what does it mean to be a god?
What does it mean to be a god?
Yeah, because in Greek mythology,
that's a good question.
In Greek mythology,
so Kyle's just adamantly said we're all gods, but he doesn't know what it means to be a god. It doesn't look like he's thought this through, does it?
He never do that.
Yeah, if you thought things through, you wouldn't be a flirt for a start. And that's actually funny when we get to that, but I'm not going to, I might cut this short because we're trying to keep this format, but let's just pick another random spot and see what goes on. It gets a little bit more heated later on.
Which don't matter, because what you've got is you make a claim.
In the middle of space.
You make a claim that Jewish people are actually the descendants of, or excuse me, the Native Americans are actually the descendants of Jewish people.
That's
So
it's a claim that is a lot bigger than we claim it to be. Okay. Some is not
how would you
all.
test that?
Some is not all.
How would you test that?
How do I test that?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of different people out there go out and do archaeological work and look for things, and we are making all kinds of discoveries all the
Except that
time.
you don't have anything that supports that claim.
I don't think I have a lot of things that support that claim.
No, you don't. Did you see a video that I produced with your name in it from about a month ago called Show Your Evidence, Kyle?
No, I did not.
You were in a debate with Bryce Blankenangel where you made the claim that there was archaeological evidence of North American cities, Native American cities, of 7
Watch how
million
Kyle reacts to
people.
this.
There is no such data. You made the claim that it exists.
Okay.
He called
We
you out.
haven't
He
found.
told you to produce the evidence for that. And because all you have is personal experience, then you don't have that data. You said it was out there. You just said you've got archaeological claims all the time that support you, but no, you don't. You can't
Okay.
show that claim, for example.
You saw my example of putting the blood on the door frame, right? Did you not
Does
see that
that
one?
support a North American, Native American city of 7 million people?
Okay, we haven't discovered every single Native American thing. There's continual research.
7.
So, in other words, Kyle has no evidence and thinks he does. What a surprise. That a flirt would do that. He actually mentioned he was a flat earther later on. Let's see if we can get to that point.
Kind of like my daughter's head felt warm. Okay, that is evidence that she might have a fever. Okay, it's a big might that she might, because I might just have cold hands or something like that, right? And so there are different things that we kind of use to work towards that convicting evidence.
All right,
Okay.
let's just get to the next super chat. That's a good place to stop right there. The next one is from Fact Junior Roll for $5. Says Kyle Adams is always a treat. That's it. Just there like
All right,
that.
well, that wasn't
Then the
it.
one right after.
For him correctly from the papyri and such that he was sent by that
Okay.
Egypt.
To ask, do you agree with the previous mainstream edition of the Book of Mormon that black people are born black as a curse for their sin?
Yeah, I don't want to get into the racist bit. All right, that's it. All right, well, I'm getting the feeling that tell me in the chat that I should probably pick out a few moments of these sort of videos, which I'll do for tomorrow. So let's do that tomorrow. Let's go on to Arctic Reflections.
Oh, that's me.
Seeing, hey, Arctic. Yeah, it's you, yeah. And this is your video on Flatzoid. And it's you reviewing Flatzoid. Perhaps I can suggest to you might put him in his own little box on the screen, because this is a little bit confusing. But this is him talking about celestial navigation from memory. Is that right?
Yeah, that it is.
Yep. All right, let's see what he has to say. Why have you got Chuck Norris in the corner, by the way?
I'm speechless.
Well, this is going to be difficult. You won't know whether it's you on the video talking or
dear.
in the live stream.
But I mean, didn't FTFE was running around with his little globe saying, "Oh, look at it's got a scale on it and it's accurate."
Yes, you can have an accurate globe, but still it's not practical to use it for navigation. Oh
dear.
Yeah. 1 to 15 million or something like that. The scale. I can't remember what it was. How could that be accurate?
Yeah. Hey, into the break. Good to see you, mate. But yeah, and by the way,
Based on the globe.
yeah. But I mean, also, what is this got to do with the comment thread that's placed on? Nothing. Absolutely bugger all. But this shows you they don't even know why it's Dunning-Kruger. That's why I told him, let's see if you can figure out why it's Dunning-Kruger. Reality is easy, Flatzoid. It shows how it's done without hiding the most basic things.
It's just a big sigh from Arctic.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's always funny when flirts talk about having Dunning-Kruger, isn't it?
Yeah.
So tell me,
I
what
have-
does Flatzoid get wrong about celestial navigation the most?
I have no interest in discussing the technique, how to use a sextant's angles and so on. Many debunkers have made that and made good videos about it. My take on it is that he don't understand how you use the sextant in navigation. Because I made videos 2 days ago about that he believed that he could find his way out from the bush with the sextant. But the sextant is worthless without a chart or a map, because you only get your position from the sextant.
Sorry, without a what and a map?
A butterfly.
A butterfly. Oh, okay. I thought you said a shart.
Oh.
And
So that
yes.
that was,
Oh, I just love the way you say it. That's great.
and that point is then you force him into maps that they don't have a working map. So to do astronomical navigation, he needs a map, and the only one out there are based on a globe.
Absolutely. Especially all electronic maps they're used by aircraft and ships. Prove it wrong, basically.
And
I just want to mention Gary YBM. Sorry, you go. There's a bit of a delay, unfortunately. You're on the other side of the world from me, so
I'm on the upside. You're down there somewhere. Oh, you did see that Gary is in the house.
yes. And I saw him talking to Toon yesterday, and I couldn't be bothered with Gary today. So just time him out, folks. just get him to shut the hell up. He's too stupid to figure out that he's wrong. So let's not bother with him. All right, let's see what else Flatzoid's got for us.
Chuck Norris. Okay. Now I'm real angry on.
Why would you be angry about Chuck Norris? I would have thought that's a very good comparison. I didn't understand that. I mean, you know, when Chuck Norris does push-ups, he doesn't move. The Earth moves up and down.
Yeah, correct. But why did you choose my
Anyone in the chat
live
got some-
stream? Why didn't you use a video?
well, you're the one that put Chuck Norris up there. So, I love coming on your live streams and making you giggle like a little girl. So,
You're also welcome.
That's all good fun, isn't it? That's what live streams are supposed to be all about.
No.
If anyone's got some Chuck Norris jokes, drop them in the chat for me. All right, let's see how angry Arctic gets.
The biggest man in the universe, Jarsz. I'm falling asleep.
Apparently.
Yeah. Wake up. He thinks that a circle is a four-corner. Yeah. I like. He's. And now we listen to me reading the side chat on my live stream.
Yeah, we
I'm
might skip
planning
ahead
to
a
make
bit more flat
more work. And see you.
and we know that we obtain changes in elevation on the surface depending directly on the movement of the north-south direction. Oh, like the light poles we showed, correct?
How is it like poles?
Yeah.
Polaris, it says almost affixed. I'm pretty sure it's fixed.
And it's not perfectly fixed. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I haven't seen it
Oh
move.
dear.
No, they say almost fixed as in it has a little bit of movement around its orientation, like it's almost like a half a degree or something.
Wow, Flatzoid got something right. Polaris does move half a degree from the celestial pole, so that's interesting. He actually emits some things.
Oh dear. Flatzoid did know that.
Oh, good. You made the same observation.
That's why.
Hmm.
Okay, then he says, where were we? It is rotation, not a linear perspective. What does it mean it is a rotation?
Rotation.
He mean that why the Polaris is not fixed.
What's rotation? You said it's fixed. Now you're saying a rotation.
Oh dear. This is so stupid.
How can something be fixed and have a rotation? Okay.
Some seconds ago, he agreed that Polaris is not perfectly fixed. Oh.
Fraud Hunter 2299 Flatzoid, do you agree that there is evidence that the Earth could be a globe? No, I don't agree. That's why I'm not a glober.
He didn't understand that question either. But who is surprised?
I think it's quite obvious.
If it was obvious, he could present evidence for flat Earth that it's not a globe. But he never has. Or at least he's presented stuff that was really, really easy to debunk. So,
And if you try to get him to prove
yeah, go
something,
for it, Charlie. I don't want to see him.
it's burden of proof.
Yeah, sorry, I think I was talking to Charlie Walsh. Yeah.
What? Wait.
Yeah, and extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
No, you have the burden of proof if you believe you live on a globe. According to Flatzoid.
Well, I am a globe.
Yes, you are the globe. Sorry.
Well, a globe.
It's
someone
like
in
the
FDFE's chat the other day said that whenever I stand up, the gravitational constant decreases.
but this is quite similar to the discussion with the religious discussion. Just all was God. Is it all our globe?
Yes.
Here or okay? Then I know.
Your favorite poster is in the chat. Nose laser condom.
I love that name.
It's a great name, isn't it? All right, cool. All right, we might leave this Flatzoid, leave your stream, and
Yeah, do so.
And
It gets so I think
confusing.
It's quite obvious that Flatzoid is a fool.
And we'll go to listen to Toon talking to Flatzoid. Now, the topic is about explaining the 9.8 meters per second squared downward acceleration. And Toon shows the email that he discussed with Flatzoid. This is right at the start, and that's where things start to go wrong. Let's have a look.
Now, today we're talking about the magnitude of the about 9.8 meters per second squared downward acceleration, specifically the magnitude. So looking forward to that. So
Yeah, I'm
there
not. I
you go.
don't really know what to expect because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that because it is a globe claim though.
A globe claim that there is a downward 9.8 meters per second squared acceleration. That's
No,
not a
that's
that's an
that-
observation of reality, right? That there's no arguing
in a
that there
vacuum.
is. Yeah, in a vacuum, when you control for
Mm.
confounding variables, yeah, you get closer and closer to 9.8. You can just in your own backyard, you can drop something and use your smartphones today have 120 frames per second, so you can get pretty accurate drop times and drop them from higher and higher, and you will find unless it's a balloon or a feather, you're going to find that it drops at 9.8 meters per second squared about. So it's not a globe claim; it's an observation in reality. Right? Things
Okay, yeah,
accelerate down at a certain rate.
Yeah, I think everybody agrees with that.
Yeah. So
Good.
then the
But what-
question
what do
is,
we- yeah.
what's the cause of that downward acceleration? So I'm anxious. I've been asking flat earthers for years for the cause of it, and specifically the magnitude, and never heard any. And so I'm glad that you can be the one to share the cause of the 9.8 meters per second squared downward acceleration. So
I didn't make a claim about the cause.
you don't have, there's no cause.
There has to be a cause, but I didn't make a claim about the cause.
So it's
But
just
we do
magic.
but we do have a cause claim though, don't we?
You do, yeah. So you have lots of claims.
No. There is a there is a claim for a cause for that.
Yeah.
Acceleration.
We
What
have
is
an
that-
explanation.
What is that claim?
And the problem
What
is,
is that
Flatzoid,
claim?
you don't have any, so you've already lost.
What is that
you
claim?
just wave the white flag there, Flatzoid, of you don't know why things fall down.
No,
and
no,
you kind of
that's not the
failed.
point. That's not the point. The
sad.
point is you're reversing
precisely
the
the
burden onto
point.
me because you can't validate what your claim is.
So
He hasn't made the claim.
you
yet.
already gave up the burden. You said you don't have an explanation.
No,
And
I don't
when
need
we're
to
trying
because I didn't
to
claim.
yeah, I know exactly. You failed already, Flatzoid. You don't know why
No.
things fall down on flat Earth.
Okay,
You have
okay, I'm
no
gonna say it
explanation
again.
for it. This is a naturally observed phenomenon that everybody can validate themselves, and you say you have no clue.
Great.
That's too
No,
bad.
I never said I have no clue. I said that the claim is from your side. I didn't make a claim, so it's not my burden because the claim comes from your side that it's a gravity.
It's certainly
correct?
a burden. It's certainly a burden because if you can't explain it,
Mm.
then you don't even enter the arena. That's like coming to a horse race without a horse or a jockey.
I reckon this is classic too. Now, what does other people think? What do you think, Arctic? I mean, he really took control of this conversation.
As always, it's but it's typical Flatzoid. He is always trying this trick that the burden of proof is on you. You are making claims. It's this way in all debates with the Flatzoid.
Yeah, and Toon hasn't made a claim yet. It was Flatzoid who brought up at that. It wasn't Toon. Toon was asking Flatzoid for his explanation for why things go down. So it's really funny seeing on Facebook all the flirts sort of saying, "Oh yes, didn't Flatzoid wipe the floor with Toon?" I'm thinking, how could you see this and think that? That's real. That's Dunning-Kruger. I just wanted to mention, I think I saw Monkey in the Works. Yes, another one of my members. Welcome to you. Good to see you. Not sure if I missed anyone. I've got Daryl M. I've got Judy. Where are all my members? They should be in here. Anyway, that'll happen. The idea of doing these daily shows is to remind people I'm still around, and we can look at these bits of stupid. I'm going to jump ahead now. We've just sort of established the baseline of the way. Oh, that's right. He jumped out halfway through. Where they're in the heat of the discussion, and just see how it goes at that point.
Then when I'm done with it, you can then present your explanation, and we can compare them. Okay.
no, you making claims
All right,
that
fine,
is
fine.
unsubstantiated in reality. Is gravity what's gravity?
I'm going over it right now. If you
What's
just let me
gravity?
talk, but you don't want me to talk.
What's gravity?
You won't let me talk. All right. So I'll try it again. Okay. Here we have the law of gravitational attraction.
No,
F-
I asked what's gravity, not the law of gravitational acceleration.
Sorry,
What
I'm
is
giving the
gravity?
presentation and I didn't even get a sentence in, and you don't want to hear it. Are you scared
I'm
to let me
asking a
finish my
question.
presentation?
What is gravity?
Are you scared to let me finish my presentation? Is that why you
I'm asking-
constantly interrupt?
Why can't you answer me? Why can't you answer the
I
question?
will
What is
answer
gravity?
you. That's the presentation I'm giving right now. The answer will be forthcoming.
No.
You need to wait.
You giving a law of gravitational acceleration that is based on your belief of gravity being a force. Gravity is not a force, so therefore
I didn't
you
claim it
cannot
was a
have the law of
force.
gravitational.
I did not
Quit.
claim it was a
What is
force.
gravity?
Quit claiming things that I did not claim. Flatzoid.
What is F equals ma? What is F equals ma?
Force equals mass times acceleration?
And you're claiming gravity causes this acceleration.
It's the cause of the force.
So what is gravity?
I'll get to it. You need to let me get to it, though. But you won't let me get to it.
Sorry.
Why won't you let me
have
get
on
to it,
screen-
Flatzoid?
You have on screen the cause for the acceleration. Now you saying the cause for that cause of the acceleration is gravity. So what is gravity?
All right. So I want to present this, but you don't want me to. Sounds like
running away.
No, you are
Running
running
away.
away because you constantly interrupt me.
I'm asking you a simple question. What is gravity? You showing on
I'm
screen
working on
not
it.
what gravity is.
I'm
You
working
showing
on it, but you
screen-
won't let me.
Sorry. Listen, I'm asking what is gravity. You showing on screen what gravity causes.
Yeah, I'm
So,
working on it. My
I'm asking specifically
presentation
what gravity is.
will elucidate this question for you. All you need to do is zip your face hole so that I can present it.
Well, are you going to answer what gravity is?
That's the whole presentation. You just got to listen. All you need to
Okay,
do is sit back and listen. I'm presenting to you
This should be good.
this whole thing. All you need to do is let me do it, though. If you're scared, let me know that you're scared by interrupting.
So, will Flatzoid interrupt? Let's see.
Again. All right, so we have the law of gravitational attraction. F equals G times M1 times M2 over R squared. We have the gravitational constant, which has been measured in multiple measurements. We have the mass of the Earth, which has also been measured multiple times. And you have the mass of the object on the Earth. Then we've got Newton's law there, the second law of motion, F equals ma. You put them together. I'm not going to go over the algebra for you, but you get acceleration equals, this is the acceleration due to gravity, not gravity, G times M1 over R squared. Right. Now, here's the cool thing. We have those numbers that we've already determined.
Sorry,
I'm glad.
I'm waiting for gravity. You're
are
not
you-
showing gravity.
Are you scared? Is that why you interrupted?
No. Sorry.
You
are
interrupted
claiming-
again. I
Sorry,
said,
I just
if
wanna
you're
find out. I
scared,
just wanna find
let
out.
me know by interrupting, and you
I first want to
interrupted.
find out. I first want to find out. Mattoon, you claiming you are presenting gravity. You didn't give gravity yet. You giving the cause of what gravity causes. So you claiming gravity causes this acceleration. I'm asking you specifically what is gravity, not what gravity causes.
Got it. Don't care about
Okay,
your
okay.
sidetracking here, Flatzoid. I'm in the middle of a
Sidetracking.
presentation. So again, if you're scared, interrupt again. Let me know. Let me know that you're scared.
And I think Flatzoid definitely let him know that he was scared. Is there any way that this could be interpreted as Flatzoid winning? Because it seems like the only thing Flatzoid does is trying to offset his opponent, rather than actually presenting anything that supports his own case.
I think he's copying Nathan Oakley a bit. He has the same tactics. He don't let the other part in a debate talk, and he tries to use these that the other persons have the burden of proofs and so on. So he's a small copy of Nathan.
I can see two different points there, though. I mean, one, he's not using a mute button. And two, he's not talking about putting balls in someone's mouth. So I'll give him that at least.
Okay, but if you follow the Flatzoid for some time, you know that he have had Nathan as some kind of a role model that they have looked up to. And if you listen to many of his arguments, they are from the Nathan and the fools around Nathan, Brian's logic, and so on. So, and he have chosen side on the discussions with Dell, for instance, and Jernism and so on. So he's taking Nathan's side all the time.
How can people possibly have a discussion with Dell? Who can understand a word he says?
Ask Reggie 000.
Anyway, I think. Sorry, what was that about, Reggie?
She have had a lot of discussions with him before she lost faith in flat Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it is a faith, isn't it? Because there's absolutely no evidence. I would very much like to see some evidence for flat Earth, but I've never seen any. I've asked for it over and over and over, but never ever seen any. It's only ever misrepresented or misunderstood globe evidence that they present.
Yes, I have had some.
Hey, man. Sorry, you go.
I have had some discussions in the comment section to one of my videos about Flatzoid today with Flatzoid, and he's marvelous when he take an example when I measure the angle to Polaris. That one is hilarious. He lives in South Africa and talks about taking measurements to Polaris.
Yes. Yes, he's never seen it. Well, unless he's visited the UK, I'm sure he has. But yeah, well, visited the Northern Hemisphere, I should say, not specifically the UK.
But it's the same with gravity.
I can't see Polaris from Brisbane, so.
But what I meant, he never studies the things he tries to debunk. I think that's a problem with many flat earthers. They don't look into how the globe is supposed to work before they try to debunk it.
Absolutely. As you can see in this interaction with Toon, it's all about the tactics to try and, rather than present the truth, or what he believes is the truth, he doesn't do any of that. He just tries to trip his opponent over, and that's all he does. He did that when I had a discussion with him as well, but I didn't play the game, so he wasn't very happy about it. Actually, that reminds me. I wonder if I can. I'll just stop sharing for a minute. Seeing we're on the Flatzoid thing, there's one thing I should probably do, and present a video on Flatzoid that I did with the help of Wolfie 6020. And now my computers are starting to go slow. Come on. We'll get there eventually. But I think it was a good way to end this one because I wanted to be these things to be quite quick. God, this computer's going slow. Come on. I want these daily Jarses to be quick. So half an hour to 45 minutes is probably what I want to do. Yep. If my computer will work, come on.
Ask the CORGIS for help.
Come on. Yes, the Corgis aren't on the treadmill today, unfortunately, not generating the power fast enough. And everything's frozen now. Wonderful. Where are we going? Yeah, I am not going anywhere. Let's try something else. Oh, no, there we go. Here's the one. Let's pause it there, and I'll share again. Here we go.
Emma, so tonight we learned how many meters there are in a kilometre. How many meters in 1 kilometre?
1,000.
Correct.
Let me just ask you a quick question. How many meters in 35 kilometers?
3,500.
There
You're wrong.
What about if we have 10 kilometres?
10,000.
Correct.
3,500. It's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, isn't it?
Yes, so you multiply 1,000 by 35.
So 3,500.
Wrong.
That is
What about if we have 50 kilometres?
50,000.
Correct.
35 kilometers. You said 35 kilometers.
Yes.
3,500.
Wrong.
Prove.
What about if we have 35 kilometres?
35,000.
Correct.
Really?
Listen to what you're saying.
35
It's 1,000.
35 times 1,000. 35,000. Oh. Maths isn't my strong point, by the way. I do concede there.
I believe.
And that's a feature of
Always
Flirts, isn't it?
surprised.
They don't understand maths at all, do they? Oops. Hang on. There we go. Oh, you wouldn't have come that on the stream anyway. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, they just don't understand maths. They don't understand a lot of things, and yet somehow they're absolutely adamant that they're correct. And they're the one, and he actually said earlier that we're the ones with Dunning-Kruger. Isn't that the definition of Dunning-Kruger?
One of my flat Earth favorites was when Nathan Oakley was asked to convert meters into kilometers.
Yes.
So it's the same as this, that they can't do math. Numbers
And there's
is
a term
not
for
very
that. I think
strong.
it's called. That's right. Yes. Yeah. There is a term for that. It's called dyscalculia, I believe. It's a condition, you might say. Basically,
Yeah.
the brains aren't wired to deal with maths. Tusk has an interesting comment. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
There you go.
This delay is a bit annoying, isn't it? Tusk says, did you see that Riley is now claiming that his experiment was actually a sophisticated joke at our expense? Right. So he's looked like a complete idiot for, what is it, 2 years now since he made that? And suddenly it was actually a joke. Yeah, how is it a joke at our expense? See Rachie 50's post on Flatzoid's community post. All right, I'll have to look that up later. Maybe that's for tomorrow's Daily Jarsz. So at the same time tomorrow, I'm planning on having the second Daily Jarsz. If you're interested, Arctic, you can come to that one too if you like. But I'm sure you don't want to spend all your time with me. And we'll do it all again tomorrow. What do you think?
Yes,
Do you want to come again?
thank
or
you,
do you want
dear
to give it a
sir.
break for a while?
I'm
All right.
working tomorrow night, so I can't. But another time.
All right. Well, we'll do it another time then.
Yep.
Yes, that'd be great. If any, particularly of my members, if you'd like to come on and co-chair the Daily Jarsz with me, I'd send me an email or on Discord. Email is hughjars1@gmail.com. I better make sure I check that. I don't check it very often. Or on Discord. I think most people will have me on Discord already. Although, as we found out, Arctic, Discord deleted me sending you the invite to this last night. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what went on there. Hopefully Discord's not deleting everything. So same time tomorrow, we'll do a second Daily Jarsz, and hopefully it's the second of many to come. And I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you all for coming along. And I think that means we're pretty
There's
much
nothing left to
finished,
do but
so-
cue the corgi.
You're just